Let's see. I should be live. There we go. All right. Oops. All right. It's goofed. Anyways, all right. Get this going.
Should stop by the lab and check on Doc.
I don't know why. I'm kind of scared that if I go over there, I'm going to have to drop everything for another stupid ass fucking Mary Jane fucking extravaganza. I love in a game where I get to play as a superhero, they keep making me not play as a
Even the mole people
superhero.
living in the sewers know about the high-speed chase between police,
Didn't want to play
Spider-Man,
White
and the
Woman
people.
Simulator.
Once again, Spider-Man makes a bad situation infinitely worse, and we have a highly intelligent caller who agrees with me. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes, Mr. Jameson. Yeah, I was trying to get to work, and I was almost run over. Look, I understand that Spider-Man saved the kidnapped victim, and I'm glad about that. But I could have been killed.
Not just you. This is the problem with that masked maniac. The police are able to coordinate efforts, block streets, lay down tire shredding strips, because they're a team. Spider-Man is a one-man show who cares about one thing. Spider-Man! And you almost paid for that. With your life.
Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Oh, well, the game crashed on me. Let's see. After all the great Spider-Man and Batman games, Superman had a decent game. It's just nobody really gave a shit about Superman or superheroes at the time when it came out. But I remember the game because they had, I think it was based on Superman Returns or whatever, but the game actually wasn't that bad. You could fly around and fight shit, and I just don't think anybody really cared about superhero games until the Arkham series popped up because there were a lot of good. Batman had a lot of shitty games before that. Had some good ones too, but along with Superman, I'm surprised that they haven't done like an Iron Man style game either. I mean, you would think like that would actually be really good with like some kind of
Should
RPG
stop by the lab and
leveling
check
up
on Doc.
mechanics to upgrade your suits from the like the Mark 1 all the way up to Mark, 7 or 8 or whatever the fuck they're on. I mean, at the same time, I've always been asking for like a co-op Batman game. I finally got one, and everybody hated it. I still think Gotham Knights is an awesome game. I even know one of the guys who worked on a lot of the concept art too. He's a comic artist named Jose Holder. Really nice guy.
Spider-Man and the demons. Once again, Spider-Man makes a bad situation infinitely worse, and we have a highly intelligent caller who agrees with me. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes, Mr. Jameson. Yeah, I was trying to get to work.
Gotta take them all out. So close to perfection.
Let's see. That's kind of shenanigans too. But I'll take it. I'm not going to keep trying it. Let's see. Oh, hey, there's a side quest here. Yeah, I saw that game. That one ended up being dog shit, though. But yeah, I mean, they have the technology. I mean, they have the capabilities to do something like that.
Left behind for everyone else.
What brought this on, Officer Friendly?
Fisk is gonna get off.
I doubt that. We got decades worth of evidence on the big guy.
Not anymore. Evidence truck got hit on the way to lockup. Whatever was on those hard drives is as good as gone.
Big Willie isn't getting off that easy. I'll get those drives back. Okay, think. All processed evidence has RFID tracking tags applied. I should be able to find the hard drives if I track the tags. Gotta move fast. I make fun of Jameson, but his constant bad-mouthing me really hits home with some people. I mean, Fisk's men steal the drives from the cops, and somehow that's my fault? Well, the important thing is to make sure Fisk doesn't get away with this. Just in time. Doesn't look like they've wrecked the drives yet. Time to ruin Willie's welcome home party.
We got the drives. Why don't we just trash them?
I gotta make sure. Now I gotta pee.
Might be nothing.
Shh. How's that? Got eyes on Spider-Man.
Oh, damn it. Maybe if I just let y'all kill me real quick, I can start
I
over.
think he's electro or something.
I forgot about that.
You're gonna have a bad day. Rush him.
It's like they're all taking turns. It's kind of cute. Oh,
Time to ruin Willie's welcome home party.
We got the drives. Why don't we just trash them?
did I not get it?
Keep your eyes peeled. Bungle the handoff. We're as good as dead.
There we go.
Not a coffee. Now I gotta pee. Back.
See, looks like I got 4 left.
Feet are killing me.
Zulu 5, what's your status?
Clear.
Someone check on Zulu 5. Make sure he's awake. Copy. Heading over there.
Anybody comes here has to be suicidal. Getting too old for this. Everyone knows not to mess with us.
Sweet dreams.
Anybody thinks we're weak now? I'll show them weak. Now I gotta pee. I should have been a dental technician. Must be seeing things.
That's it? I've seen people fight harder over a new smartphone. The drives aren't damaged. Perfect. Now I just need to return this to the Hell's Kitchen precinct. Wish I could see Willie's face when he finds out about this.
Yeah, I'm playing
I'll
on
bet he chokes on his
PC.
prison
They had
Bordeaux.
the Spider-Man Remastered come out on Steam because they've had some of the PlayStation exclusives coming to PC over the past couple of years. I had gotten a PS4 just to play this game, but I didn't keep the console because I was just working so much, and I was always playing my Xbox. with my wife and stuff. So I sold the PlayStation 4 just because, you know, I'd rather have money that I can use to buy weed than a console collecting dust. So I never got around to beating this game.
Fisk isn't going anywhere. I've got the missing drives.
Wait a sec. So you just happen to know where to find them? Maybe you and the Kingpin really are working together.
Wow, really? Steal him and bring him right back? You don't think I have better things to do with my time? Uh-oh. Rockets! Take cover! Hey, a little overkill, don't you think?
Can't stay up there forever!
Damn.
Weaker.
Stop him!
Bring it. Yeah.
They're throwing everything they've got at us. All this for hard drives? Haven't you guys ever heard of the cloud? And they'll have to go through me to get to you.
Can't stay up there forever! Damn it, where's our backup? What the hell was that?
Mobsters carpooling? I'll say this for Fisk, at least he's eco-friendly.
Keep doing that. You made a big mistake. Come on! Oh, you just made a big mistake.
Damn. Some of Fisk's men must have made it up top.
Where are the drives?
Go to hell.
Wrong answer, pig.
Keep him on the ground.
Your head.
I got your back, Spider-Man.
Don't let them get the drive.
Spider-Man, I'm sorry. I was wrong about you. Jameson can go to hell.
Much
I
appreciated,
guess getting
officer.
your ass kicked taught
One
you a
question.
lesson.
Is it true you're from another world?
Yeah, it's called Queens. See ya.
That explains the tights. Oh. There we go. Just need 2 more. It's only got those two that. There's stealth challenges too. Huh.
What has Osborn done for you? Left you around to scream, to live in fear and pain.
Attention agents in Roseville. This is Control. What's your status? APC Oscar under fire. It's the demon.
I've got my problems with Sable International, but when they're fighting demons, we're on the same. Hey, I'm not with those guys, but I'm still gonna kick your butts. Still more demons. You get a demon, you get a demon, everybody gets a demon. The demons are getting bold.
Control, we're en route with additional. Your assistance wasn't necessary.
But it was fun.
Oh, well, I'm trying to, I'm gonna do the drawn and quartered, Ultimate Edition on 420, because that's on a Thursday, and that's their streaming day. I'm gonna do that for, issue 3 of Otis Time, because it's always fun going on there and hanging out with those folks. I always enjoy them. And it seems like they like having me on too, so. But yeah, that's what that's about. Oh, also, I don't know if they're like, I've thrown this out there, I'm not quite sure, but I was gonna do it like, I was gonna up the stakes, because usually it's just like, people just vote in a poll and that declares the winner or whatever. Yay, you know, there goes the winner. But this time I was like, well, if they do the poll this time, the winner will get to be a cover on the next issue. It won't be a cover for an issue 3, but I'll give them time to, you know, finish it up and make it look, you know, touch it up and everything, because oftentimes, you know, it's like pencils down. I'll give them a chance to finish it. But whoever wins, I'll do that as like a limited variant cover, and I'll send the winner like, you know, 10 or 20 copies of their book once we do the campaign for it, so that way they can have like their own work to like take to a con and sell, and or give away to family and friends or what have you. I'm looking down at the check because I got it right here. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do, and I like those guys. There's a lot of skilled artists that come on the Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition. And so far, I've featured all of them within the books, because issue 1 had art from a stream I did on with them. And then, let's see, I got issue 2 right here. And then, you know, this is artwork. I guess y'all can't really see it all that well because the camera might be tiny. But this is artwork that they did last year for this issue. These are actually both by the same guy, uh, Doug Smith of Blue Moon Studios. And I like printing their work too. I think it's a fun bonus, and I think they like having their work printed as well. It also pads their resume, being like, I've been published numerous times. It's one of those instances where the work for exposure is actually somewhat of a good thing, and it mutually benefits everybody involved. And nobody's really getting taken advantage of because, if I weren't on that stream, they'd just be drawing something else. At least this way, they have a way to have their works printed and featured in published books, and they can brag about that. I know because a few of them told me that they really were happy about that, and they can't wait to brag about it. I'm like, that's cool. I'm glad. I was incredibly happy and elated when somebody provided me with that opportunity. I had always been somewhat of a storyteller and a writer to a degree. I used to write a lot back in middle school and high school, but it just kind of never did anything with it. Did a lot of like short stories and poetry and horror and stuff like that. The first book I ever started to work on was some book about like this guy's vengeful spirit comes back from the dead as like the Grim Reaper. I totally ripped off that movie, The Frighteners, but it was just an excuse to just write about like all this gory stuff. Like I think at one point, like one of the guys got possessed and scooped out another guy's guts. Like he hit him in the head and knocked him up flat on the ground, and then used the spade to just basically just scoop his guts out like he were a pile of dirt. Yeah, I liked writing about stuff like that as a kid. Gallows humor runs deep in my family. Anyways, getting to the point, one of my friends started working with Ashcan Comics Publishing, and I guess they were working on their first book, but suddenly somebody dropped out or something like that, and suddenly they needed a slot to fill. And Ashcan Comics Pub was basically, it wasn't comic books, it was a short story in prose paired with an illustration. So they would pair up a writer and an illustrator, and the artist would just draw one piece to kind of like encapsulate the story to a degree, or he'd draw a scene from the story. It's really up to them. And then the writer, of course, would just write his story. And there was a theme for each issue. And the first one that they did was Old School Monsters, which is where they were doing the old Universal Monsters. So, guy dropped out. I happened to get the slot, and the slot was for a Frankenstein story. And that's when I kind of had to start to come up with the idea of a Frankenstein story. That wasn't a ripoff, it was like a retelling. So I was thinking about that, and then I ended up getting paired up with Bruce Patnod, which he's a really talented artist. Not talented. They don't like that word. I mean skilled. They don't like the word talented, though. I mean it as like, you've earned your talent, But anyway, he's a really fantastic, skilled artist. And him and I were going back and forth, and we kind of ended up settling on the idea of like, a redneck Frankenstein. And then, I kind of started thinking about, well, what if we bring in elements from, I think I was starting to talk about bringing in elements from the Andy Griffith Show because we both like that show and we happen to be talking about it. And I was like, well, there's that character Otis in there. Like, well, maybe this Otis gets blown up by a still and he comes back. So I came up with that and then wrote the story for it while he was doing the art for it. And then once that came out, pretty much Doug Garrett was the one who kept jumping up my ass and telling me like, hey, you need to make this into an actual comic book. I mean, there were other people saying it too, but Doug's really the only person I listened to. Because at the time I was talking to him all the time, so he was always telling me to do it. And then I finally did it, and everybody liked it, and we're still making them. Like I said, I got issue 2 right here, and issue 3's already done beyond lettering. I just got to remaster. I just got to finish the lettering for issue 1, and then I'm moving on to issue 3. I might go ahead and letter issue 3 and then go back and letter issue 1. It really doesn't matter. But issue 3 is going to be fun to letter because I've already come up with a name for my version of the FBI, which is the FUD, which is the Federal Union of Detectives, FUDs for short, which is kind of an inside joke too because I've seen some select First Amendment auditors referring to cops and federal agents as FUDs in reference to Elmer Fudd, which I thought was fucking hilarious. I decided to name the entire fucking organization FUD. But yeah, so things are going really well. But yeah, that's the 420 Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition or Ultimate Edition. I thought they were calling it Ultimate Edition now. Did you see this posted somewhere, or are you just in on the Discord? Because I had asked them for that 420 slot, but I don't know if anybody has, like, actually said, like, officially, hey, you got that slot. I know I had recently messaged Pixel about it. But we started talking about other stuff.
High five with finger guns.
Good looking out, Spidey.
Can't I just walk normal?
Even cooler in real life.
Like, I'm walking like I have scoliosis.
This problem. Hey, strike a pose.
Wait till they see this at work.
Lights bad. Left. Bet I can smell this.
Attention agents in Roseville. This is Control. What's your status?
Spider Church. Outpost X-ray under attack. It's the demon.
What the hell?
The enemy of my enemy is probably also my enemy. I still gotta shut this down. So are you guys terrorists or criminals? Because I can't keep it straight. Look of appreciation on the Sable guys is all the reward I need. Or is that constipation?
Control, we're back in the green.
All units, officers are in pursuit of multiple hostile vehicles. Reported location is in the vicinity of Nomad.
What has Osborn done for you? Left you to rot, to scream, to live in fear and pain. Osborn lords above, free from responsibility and consequences. Give Osborn to us. We promise that you will be rewarded. Osborn does not deserve your mercy or your pity. Woman, wait, run!
Really wish these guys weren't so hostage happy.
Knew that team. Jason was a liar.
Alright, let's see. Well, I'll try one of these stealth challenges.
You're the best.
Looks like those mercenaries kidnapped a Roxxon exec and strapped an explosive vest on him. If they see you,
Yeah, I've just tried to get on for the 420 show.
tick-tock.
Like I said, I want to try to do it to where, like, the winner, according to the poll, gets an actual cover
Gotta
for
move quick and quiet.
one of the issues.
Snoring now.
Ah, damn.
If they see me, the hostage is dead. Good night, Goon. You're in timeout.
Oh, I didn't mean to press retry. Oh well.
Gotta move quick and quiet. Surprise!
Oh. I didn't even know you were on that Discord. Sometimes I don't even know I'm on there.
If they see me, the hostage is dead. Someone needs a nap.
Who's watching him?
You're done. Oh, they're so cute when they're sleeping. Could have done better.
Oh no. Oh, well, I guess I'm not playing anymore anyways. Probably better off that way. We'll go back over here. But yeah, like I was saying, for every issue so far, I've been on Drawn and Quartered, Ultimate Edition. Or I'd do it even if they didn't get me a single sale, because I just have fun doing it. And I think they have fun. But yeah, I did ask him. I kind of feel like I deserve that slot, because I don't think there's anybody who's like, you know, as prolific as a pothead making comics as myself. Maybe I'm unaware of some particular people, but you know, I'm not really. Everybody else wants to act like they're super professional, and I'm the only one just being like, "Hey, this is me." I know I'm not professional. That's why I'm indie. That's the point. The point is that I'm not following the status quo, you know. That's the point for a lot of us. Got to run the wife up to some stuff. She's got to go back to the doctors there. I guess they just ordered a celiac test, uh, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with celiac. We're fairly certain she doesn't have it. This is just a formality kind of thing, just so the doctor can just officially check something off the list and have data to back it up as opposed to just our word. But celiac is the gluten thing, where people really aren't supposed to eat gluten stuff and like that, which my wife's half sister, same mom, different father, but her half sister has celiac disease, like legit, like, and it attacks her liver and everything. But we're fairly certain that my wife doesn't have that. But yeah, so I gotta get her upping, getting into those tests here pretty soon. And I'm gonna try to get some more books out and dropped off and everything. And it's looking like we got a little bit of sun today, so I might go and get the buns outside again today. The wife, I don't know. Like, even with her being, sick and stuff like that, I try to get her up outside when it's a nice, pretty day because, sunshine causes your body to produce vitamin D. Um, and it's also just really good for your mental health as a whole. You don't want to be sick and just locked in a cold or just not even a cold, but just a dark room all the time. It's just not fun. You need something to combat the depression that you're probably going to go through. So, you can be sick and sitting outside just the same as you can be sick and sitting inside. But yesterday was actually really nice. She seemed to enjoy being out there and watching the buns play. Might do that again today, like I said, but I don't know. I'm not letting them outside unattended just in case, hawks and stuff like that. Last thing I need is on top of all this shenanigans to see one of my fucking buns like getting the hawk swooping down and just taking off, and I'm like, bye, buddy. Later. You ever seen videos of like hawks doing that? Like, I've seen it where they like grabbed people's small pets and shit and just like yanked them from the people. Like they were on a leash. It was just a really shitty leash, but it's just. Sorry, Charlie. That dog is toast. Nature's fucking brutal, man. It really is. As oftentimes I'll just like carry something really high up in the air and just fucking drop it. Like, they won't tear it to shreds. It'll just cause you to like, fall to your death. Nature's cool though. It can be brutal, but it's pretty fucking cool. It's unfiltered. Hmm. And Dave pointed out to me that I guess they discovered a new species of like animal or whatever, but it's a cat fox. And like, it's this crazy hybrid of like, it's a mix between a cat and a fox. And they've been talking about it, but I guess, they've recently discovered them over the past decade. I'll have to look that up and talk more about that later, but I thought it was really cool. Like a fucking cat fox. We were talking about like cat buns, bunny cats. But yeah, apparently there's a fucking fox and cat hybrid running amok. which I thought was really cool. Not a lot else going on besides that. Just dealing with the health issues with the wife and getting her to the doctor and going back and forth from here to the emergency room and playing that song and dance. I have been working on my book in the meantime. I'm always working on my book. I've got my sketchbook there I've been taking with me. I'm sitting in there with her and stuff. I'll be working on my book and stuff. That's one reason why I'm so passionate about, like, when people try to say that there's some kind of political message or something, and like all creations of work where I could very easily sit there, and a lot of my books have been written in like hospitals and stuff of the like. I probably could have put, my negative emotions and stuff into my books during those troubling times, but the purpose of reading for me has always been to escape, to get away from the bad stuff, like get away from the stuff that's currently stressing us out or causing us worry. So, a lot of my writing, even if, I'm sitting there, some of it's written by me in a hospital, it's still going to be goofy. It's still going to be funny. It's not going to have this overbearing bullshit behind it. It's just going to be fun and entertaining because I've always needed fun and entertaining things to keep my mind from being overwhelmed by reality. I think a lot of us do. So that's why I put out this kind of stuff that I put out. Is I believe in the importance of finding your zen. It's like a form of meditation, It's not necessarily that you're ignoring the world. It's just you're stepping away just long enough to let your subconscious decompress it while you give your consciousness a break. But I don't know. Art's a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But they're not the one same thing for everybody. To say anything of the like is just completely fucking retarded. Oh, you ever have to like sneeze in the middle of a yawn? That was weird. Well, it's getting to be about that time.